Roll.
All right, guys, welcome back to the show. April 6th here in rainy, cold, windy Iowa. You know how it is this time of the year. I'm Nathan Creeps, joined by my co-host, the big Daddy Borschother. And if you are looking for the Cooper Koch interview, we just got off it. What an awesome kid.
Yeah.
There's no way
We're
this
just talking
guy,
about how good of an interview it was, but it's like because he's a really good dude.
there's no way this kid is a redshirt freshman. We get 4 more years of him in Iowa. Super excited about that. Great kid, great athlete, and great addition to keep around in Iowa City for the Iowans' best men's basketball program for years to come. Yes, that's going to be towards the end of the podcast. Maybe zoom about 20-ish minutes into there. You'll find Coop hanging around.
What, people don't want to hear us talk about our lives again?
We're back at it, Bryce, because we're coming off Easter weekend, and not a whole lot. I laced him up for the first time in 3 years. I walked away in one piece. Very, very surprising. How was yours?
I'd say the biggest surprise was definitely seeing you hit that back or behind the back half court shot. Didn't know that was going to happen. Very, very impressive stuff. And I'm glad that you're in one piece. No complaints of an ankle injury or anything. And obviously it led to an incredible interview with Cooper. We went back to Pella for a couple days, had some hilarious things happen at the Pella Casey's that if you're dying to hear it, I am willing to tell it because I finally got to witness somebody rip a gas nozzle off of the gas pump.
Did they leave it in their car and drive away?
Yeah. So first of all, it took 2 hours for this pizza to go from the order system to finally our house. The whole system's down, whatever. So we go to the Peanut Pub, kill some time, come back. Out of the rearview window, Darian's like, "Oh my God, I think that guy just ripped the gas nozzle out of the pump." So we literally got to witness that. He drives around, tries to reattach it. The people that are supposed to be making our pizza are freaking out. There's like 2 people total working. So that was a disaster, but great weekend in Pella. Great to see the family and everybody got down there. So that was awesome.
Some of my favorite videos on like Instagram and TikTok are when people rip off the gas pump. And it's surprising me how easy it just comes out. You think it would just get yanked away from the car, right?
Mm-hmm.
It gets yanked from the freaking station.
It gets yanked from the pump and then it just sticks in there. You'd think that would fall out too, but I don't know how that happens. I do a lot of dumb shit in my life, but that's one thing I just don't see myself ever doing.
Like,
I really like.
They must pump their gas, go inside, grab something, come back out, and just forget to take it out.
I think this guy just wanted to get back for the halftime of the Final Four games because he did not go inside. But yeah, I could see that being like.
Didn't go inside either?
No.
That's wild.
No.
That's the only way I could think of that possibly happening. He must have been a couple of beers deep.
Yeah, there's not a lot going on in Pella, and in a lot of ways that's a great thing. So that was like the most eventful thing of the entire weekend.
That's a good Pella experience, yeah. Usually Easter's pretty low key, but you got to see a gas pump get ripped around its nozzle, so that's cool.
Little flair. And you were back in Algona. Saw the Bearcats logo or Golden Bears logo.
Golden Bears, yeah. Went to my sister's the cheerleading coach at the alma mater, so we get some access to the gym, and it was a lot of fun to go in. It's a brand new gym. I didn't get to play in back in the day, so went there, found my shot, torched the nephew about 9 straight games. He's getting better, but I was on fire, could not miss. But in the second game, I felt some stretch in the groin, so I just shot threes from there on out. I'm like, I don't need to be dribbling and driving anymore. And then ultimately made the video for Coop.
Yeah. The old man game of just not leaving your feet and throwing it in from beyond the arc is crucial at this age for sure. Yeah, glad you're in one piece.
Yeah, so good time. Always good to see the family, but the weather needs to get freaking nicer. I'm sick of having one random ass 70-degree day, and then the next 5-6 days are rainy and cold. It's too much of a tease right now, and it's time for me. I need May. People doing this. This guy just bitches about the weather nonstop. He's always asked. Listen, winter did its number on me this year.
Yeah,
and we've had enough rain here already. I know it's what you're gonna get in April, but I'm looking forward to some summer weather.
I had completely come to terms with the fact that I probably will golf more in March than I will in April, just by the looks of the forecast. And then we started talking about golf with Cooper, and I'm like, God, I fucking hate this. And it really put me in a downer mood because I don't think we're going to be touching clubs for at least the rest of the week, if not into next week.
Yeah, trying to. We were planning on going with some work buddies this Thursday because last week when we looked at the weather, it's supposed to be like 72 and sunny.
Mm-hmm.
All second week, it's supposed to be 50 and raining out that day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that sucks.
Terrible.
Okay. All right. Today's episode is brought to you by Mediacom.
Iowa, if your internet bill jump scares you, that is BS or total bill shock. You need to lock in. Get Mediacom fiber-powered 1 gig internet for $50 a month for 3 full years. Call 844-4FASTER for details on how to lock in your 1 gig for 3 years. We'll roll the clip that's been playing all through March Madness.
Lock in speed, lock in price, lock in gig. Mediacom fiber-powered 1 gig internet. Now just $50 a month. Locked in for 3 years. No hesitation, no bill shock. Shop online today.
Dependent on Mediacom getting me through the March Madness and all my streaming networks, and now I need them to get me through April because it's not looking like the weather's going to lighten up anymore. So, and I've never been more confident in someone providing me with the streaming service. So, thank you, Mediacom. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah. Recording on the night of the men's basketball national championship. We have the Masters coming up. NBA basketball, if you're into that. There's some baseball and lots of gaming in this time where all the Iowa sports are basically done, unless you're watching, I guess, baseball, huh?
Yeah, but it's time. Having this last week and not really. I mean, watched a little bit of the Final Four. Don't get me wrong, but like I wasn't as into it as I've been all season with sports, and it's been so refreshing to take a step back and just kind of appreciate.
Be a casual fan during the Final Four.
Oh God, it's the best. Yeah, not even placing. I have a small bet, but nothing like I usually do throughout the season. So I'm a normal human being again, or at least I can pretend to be for the time being.
Do you have any major predictions for the Masters winner?
Justin Rose. Rose is my guy.
Rose is going to do it?
I think he's going to get it done this year. I think last year, coming so close to beating Rory, I had a lot of money in Justin Rose, so I'm pissed off from last year yet. I would have won some good money. But I think he's my sneaky attack this year. And honestly,
you always really consistent.
You always got to throw Scotty Scheffler in there.
Yeah. Scotty hasn't necessarily had the year that everyone wanted him to, but he's always going to be up there. Give me Ludwig. Give me some Aberg, or however you say it.
Okay. Can't wait love the Masters. Just one of the best watching chill events there is. Until the final day, I start getting into it a little bit more, but the first couple of days is so peaceful.
It's just beautiful down
Birds
there.
chirping, the grass is green, and
they don't let people advertise, so it's just like it's 95% about golf. It's nice.
All right, Bryce, let's dive into weather records here today for April 6th. Des Moines, Iowa had a high of 47 degrees today. All-time high temperature is 88 degrees, set back in 1991. Lowest temperature, 10 degree Fahrenheit, set back in 1982. Most precipitation, 2.47 inches, 1938. Most snow, 2.6 inches, set back in 2003, and your average high of 59 degrees. I love that. Last week's average high for the weather record was like 56. Each week gets like 30 degrees warmer for the average high.
But we had 88 degrees last week, so I was kind of pumped about that. Maybe that was 2 weeks ago. I can't even keep truly, like this Iowa basketball run had my brain in a blank.
Right.
I couldn't that's all I could think about. I didn't care about anything other than just seeing who the next matchup was and how we were going to prepare for it.
I'm not lying, dude. I would not have made it to the Final Four. I would have bought tickets. I would have died on my way down there or died at a bar. There's no doubt. All right. April 6th. No, actually, so we're going to do the Iowa Fact of the Week, and that's going to tie us into April 6th history here in Iowa. The Iowa Fact of the Week, Bryce, we're looking at Civil War and what Iowa's participation here was in the Civil War. Approximately 76,000 Iowa men served in the Union Army during the Civil War out of a population of 674,913 people at the time of 1860. This represented about 11% of the total population. Casualties? Approximately 13,001 people to 13,169 people died from wounds or disease. About 2/3 of the deaths resulted from disease rather than in combat action, and wounded, about 8,500 Iowans were wounded in the Civil War.
This is on me. I should know how many states were fighting for the Union forces here, but that feels like a lot of Iowans. 11% of the total army seems kind of crazy.
No shit.
It seems like a
Now
lot.
that you say it, I guess that's why they won. Freaking Georgia's got to be thinking, holy shit, Iowa's got 86,000 men. The fuck are they even? I didn't even know they were part of the Civil War.
And they're living through tornadoes and sleet and hail and all the elements. And they're just like, yeah, these guys are built different. It's like when you go in the trenches with, the Iowa linemen, you're like, yeah, I wish I had a different opponent today. So
not a bad excuse to get out of Iowa. Say, hey, boys, we got a vacation down south. We're going to give you some guns. We're not going to tell you what's going on. Come with us. Next thing you got 86,000 people marching in Civil War. So
did not know that. That was an interesting fact of the week.
Well, because that ties in with today's history in Iowa, April 6th, Bryce. The Battle of Shiloh, 1862, Southwest Tennessee. Well, what was Iowa's involvement in this? Many Iowa soldiers, particularly the 14th Regiment Iowa Volunteer, were in the thick of the fray, quotes, during the first day of the Battle of Shiloh, one of the bloodiest battles in U.S. history at the time. On top of this, Anamosa's mayor, was captured. Robert Dott, the mayor of Anamosa, and a sergeant of the 14th Iowa Infantry was captured along with his regiment around 6 p.m. on April 6th after running out of ammunition.
Crazy. Even being the mayor. You know that song Fortunate Sons by CCR? Mm-hmm. Typically that meant if you were in a position of power, had a family, had some money, you got out of that stuff, but not the mayor, apparently. They cut it down below that.
Now it makes sense where this 86,000 participants are coming from. We have the freaking mayors of Iowa.
They were pulling everybody.
So,
Nate, did you see that 3 Iowa towns were named in the 100 best cities to live in?
No, it didn't.
We have this, baby. Iowa City at 31. We have Cedar Rapids at 33, which is crazy, and Des Moines at 93. So Cedar Rapids clears Des Moines in this ranking. This was by Livability magazine, which I don't know how credible that is. But
these people have no idea. They've never set foot in either. They're kind of like you and I when we do a rankings of like Western Iowa towns. Like we just never
really anything.
Right.
When it comes to just knowing stuff.
That's wild. That's cool. Yeah. So basically what you're telling me right there is like the 3 metros of Iowa. And that's why these towns are probably popular to live in. Cause you got Iowa City. That means you have Tiffin, Coralville, North Liberty, Cedar Rapids. You have Marion.
Surrounding area makes those places.
Like Shueyville. God, there's another nice town. Ely, Iowa. I drove through Ely, Iowa. That is an up and coming town. That is fucking awesome. Bunch of nice houses, super clean environment, big biking community.
That's north of Cedar Rapids?
Southeast of Cedar Rapids. Part of the Cedar Rapids Prairie School District.
Nice.
Cool area. So I'd love driving through all these little towns and see what's coming about. And then the one obviously you have all the metro around it. So
driving around all the time, you get great visibility on all the up and coming towns, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. I drove through Baxter, Iowa today. Very hidden gem town. Couldn't believe it. Super nice houses. A bunch of these houses were in ponds. Baxter, Iowa was in the middle of nowhere.
I got to look at Baxter now.
Love it. Just drove right through it today. First time I've ever been to Baxter. Didn't even know the town existed, I don't think. Super nice town.
At least when we were driving to Milwaukee, we took 330 to Marshalltown. We didn't go through Baxter, but that is kind of a cool area that is just very slept on. Like you're in between Newton, Des Moines.
Like the in between Highway 30 and Highway 20 is kind of like untouched area. I feel like not in between Highway 30 and I-80. It's kind of like untouched area.
Definitely. Speaking of untouched area, did you see the rest of the RAGBRAI stops were announced? The in between towns and some of that stuff.
Yeah, dude. So I didn't see all of it. I need to get. I'm gonna pull up a map right now. And
pull up that map.
But I heard that from Independence to Oline it's got like 10 stops.
Jessup, Gilbertville, and Winthrop, and Manchester, and there's a lot going on.
Let's rank a few of these towns. See what we're thinking of them. Give me the map. What's some of your favorite in between town stops that you're seeing?
I think Panora is going to be really cool. That'll be right after Guthrie Center. Get a cool lake town. Trying to think. Nevada's actually kind of cool. I mean, you really get like the carryover from Ames with Nevada. Never been to Jessup, Gilbertville, Winthrop, Earlville. I think once you get up into the Northeast, of course, it's gonna be beautiful.
Oh God,
What do you think?
I'm on some website that I clicked too many times, and I have more spam than anyone's ever seen.
Too many links.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay,
Oh no,
maybe if I can zoom in
you got
here.
hacked.
Oh my God, you should see my
Here,
computer.
I'm gonna send this to you.
This is bad.
There
Coupon
you go.
codes found. Oh no. This is bad.
Do not click the link in the Des Moines Register on the RAGBRAI map.
Yeah, I clicked it, and you would have thought I saw every spam and virus you've ever seen from the dark web. And the second I was able to finally close the browsers, we were good to go. But to the more important stuff, we're going to get into our interview with Cooper Koch.
Yep, let's head that way. Nate, don't be clicking any more links tonight, okay?
Hands free.
All right, enjoy the interview with Coop.
All right, we now welcome on from the Iowa men's basketball team from Peoria, Illinois, the Gator Slayer, Cooper Koch. Welcome.
Welcome, Coop. Welcome,
Thank
Coop.
you.
What a season, man.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
What a wild ride.
Yeah. We appreciate you for hopping on today, Coop. How's the off season been, brother? What have you been up to?
It's been pretty good. Today was the first day I got back in the gym, lifted, took a week off, went home, saw my family for Easter. So yeah, it was a good, well-needed break.
God, he's already got you back in the gym, huh?
Yeah, we got to lift tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Oh, shit. See, this is why I'm not on the staff. I played the other day for the first time in 3 years, and I need a month off.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit about Nate's ball ability. He was a good player, Cooper. And we're not just saying that just to try and get on your good side. He was a baller, but these days, it's tough to get in the gym and get off the shoes and feel like Nate used to be a dunker.
Really?
Oh yeah,
6 foot. I could stretch a little bit, but I don't dare jump or leave the ground anymore. So I know too many guys who've lost an Achilles. My coworker lost his Achilles on a free throw attempt. And he was a former D3 player too. So I'm like, God, if you're busting Achilles on free throws nowadays, I don't even want to jump to try and touch the net. So we say
that's got to be a first time.
Yeah, no kidding, right? So we are good friends of gravity. We don't test it. We just stay towards Earth. But good to hear that your off season you had a look. Sounds like it was only a week long now.
Yeah,
you're back in the practice, but
felt like a lot longer than a week.
Well, I'm sure it did. But I'll tell you about my off season. Because I went on the record last week saying, if you guys were to have advanced to the Final Four, I would be dead. There's no way, physically, stress-wise, excitement-wise, my body was going to make it. Because from the post-Florida victory all the way up to the Illinois game, I was averaging 3 hours of sleep a night, wasn't eating. Obviously, excitement levels and stress levels were through the roof. And at one point, I'm sure my wife was considering calling the psychiatric unit and put me in there.
You had to have been booking a plane ticket or driving that car to Indy, though.
Yeah, no, we would have gone. I was talking to my parents this last week, and they said they don't care what the price was. We were going to be in Indianapolis. But that would have been
would have been fun.
Would have been a lot of fun. My cousin, so I have a cousin that lives in Dallas. He made his way to Houston for the Elite Eight game. And then my other cousin, who's about, was he like 45 years old? Him and his wife were heavily drinking for the Nebraska game. And they maybe or not accidentally booked that night a hotel room in Houston for the next day. And so they woke up. They had no option. They said, well, screw it. Now we gotta get our way down to Houston. So they drove to Omaha the next day and got down to Houston.
That's awesome.
So obviously, that was my experience for the NCAA tournament, but we're here today to find out how your journey was throughout this whole stretch. I mean, it was as magical as a run as I've seen at any time here as an Iowa fan. Tell us a little bit about from Selection Sunday to getting the matchup with Clemson, going and knocking off the defending national champions Florida, to the next week you're playing your arch rivals for a chance to go to the Elite Eight in the Nebraska Cornhuskers versus your former teammate Price Sanford. I'm winded from it, so I can't wait to hear about your guys' journey from that start to finish.
Yeah. Starting on Selection Sunday, once we saw Michigan as the third 1 seed, we knew that Florida was going to be our 1 seed because it was either Florida, Duke or Arizona. So seeing that, we were kind of like, okay, we like that challenge. And then getting matched up against Clemson, I hadn't watched a single game of theirs all season, so it was kind of cool to watch them fill, but just kind of learn about them. But they were a good team. Credit to them making the tournament. They just had a big injury down the stretch, so we were able to win that game. And then quick turnaround for Florida. Uh, I think there was kind of a nervous energy, but it was like a confident nervous energy going into the game. Like, yeah, it's Florida and Florida. It's going to be 90% Florida fans, 95%. But yeah, that was a game for the ages, I'd have to say.
So let's pause you right there. Yeah, and like the first 2 to 3 minutes when I was watching that game, I looked at my brother, I'm like, holy shit, we can win this game.
Yeah,
I like the matchup. I like how things are rolling, but obviously you were clutch down the end with some ridiculous threes and Fulgaris hitting the corner
yeah,
three. You guys knock off Florida, right? In basically a
Mhm.
home court Florida game. And you
yeah,
guys were the number one trending topic in all of Twitter in the
yeah.
entire world. Did that media attention strike you at any point? Like, holy crap, we are the topic of the world right now.
Tried to not look at social media too much after that game, especially, and going into the next few, just because we were everywhere and people are just saying, "Oh, I was the Cinderella team. I was
Mhm.
crazy." But it was definitely kind of cool just seeing like we're everywhere, especially Al.
We were
Right.
part of that media, by the way. We were the ones saying,
Yeah,
"Okay, this is the team that's going all the way." We got a little excited. You probably maybe saw Nate's overreactions to getting to that final, like finally getting to that Sweet 16 game.
yeah,
So that's good. I'm glad you stayed off that because that can be both toxic and maybe sometimes you get too high in yourself.
yeah.
I'll say this: you guys did not seem very nervous. What was the preparation like going into like Florida and then Nebraska? Like I felt like McCollum had you guys ready to ball.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a physical game, one on the board. So we just had to just try to bully them basically because that's what they do to teams all season. So we're like, all right, we're going to bully them, and we were able to get some big buckets in the paint early from T and Cam, and I think they were kind of shocked by that because usually they don't have teams scoring in the paint on them, but we were able to keep them off the glass too, which was a really really big help.
Watching Tavion and Cam for a couple of years, that's one thing I love about them is they're no
Yeah.
matter who they're playing, could be a guy that's 3 to 6 inches taller
Mhm.
than them. They're going to go at them, and that was a big. I feel like the big energy boost right away for sure.
Oh yeah, seeing them attack, it's like okay, now we're going. Now we can do this.
So I'm not sure if you're familiar with Chris Hassel. He's a CBS sportscaster originally from Iowa, runs the Iowa Everywhere podcast.
Mhm.
And he was talking about your guys' first play against Florida being the alley-oop dunk. And he's thinking, he's like,
Yeah.
what in the why are they attempting this against one of the tallest teams in the country? He's like, well, he thought about it for a little bit. He's like, was it just a sign to show aggression towards like, hey, we're not here to mess around? Was that part of the game plan?
I don't know. I think he genuinely thought it was going to work. When he drew it up, I was like, well, I don't know. It's worked in the past though. So, but doing it against Florida, I think coach kind of didn't tell us, but I think it was a sign like, here, we're here. We're going to play.
Well, that message was definitely clear through TV and across the
Yeah.
country, I say. But before we move on to the Nebraska game, when you guys your first stop was Tampa, Florida.
Mhm.
What do you guys have any time to just like wander throughout the city, or is it just sole preparation? You're stuck in a hotel. You're on a strict schedule, or what does that look like?
We got to walk around a little. We practiced at Tampa University, so it was kind of cool. The bus ride there, seeing the D2 school, which is actually really, really nice. And then just walking around like at night after film and stuff, seeing the kind of downtown river. I don't know if that's what it was. I don't think it was a river, but just walking down near that and then going to dinner on the river was pretty cool too.
Cool.
So you guys knock off Florida. You're living probably one of the highest highs of your entire life at this time, and
Yeah.
then you're back to earth. You come back to earth, and you're like, holy shit! We gotta
Yeah.
play our arch rivals for the third time this year, and my former teammate from last year, Price Sanford. What are your initial
Mhm.
thoughts before even attempting to prepare for that game?
I mean, out of all the teams in the Sweet 16, there's nobody we'd rather play than Nebraska. I think that was the best matchup for us. Just being able to play your rivals in the Sweet 16 is pretty cool. But we knew to enjoy that win and then try to get to sleep, get on the plane, go home, and get ready for Nebraska. We actually had a recovery lift right when we got home, and just to like, get us ready for practice tomorrow. And we had a couple good days of practice. Got ready for Nebraska. Didn't really change much, but yeah, it was fun.
Oh, nice welcome home gift. Let's get right in the weight room, boys.
Yeah,
Yeah, no
yeah.
time
Yeah,
up.
I want to hear all about Coach McCollum in the first year, and I know we only have a few minutes with you, but is he superstitious before these games? I mean, is the post or the right when you drop down lift like a mandatory thing? Like, what's his style? What's he doing? Like making you eat certain things?
I don't know. The lift's not a superstitious thing. I think it was just more we hadn't done anything all day, sat
Get
on
the
a
bodies
plane
right.
for 2.5 hours. Yeah, just get the bodies moving. But before games, we have a pregame meal 4 hours before. No matter where we are, home or away, there's chicken, rice, pork chops, broccoli, green beans, and Caesar salad and fruit. No matter
No
what
matter
time
what.
the game is.
I
Yeah,
had seen a tweet about that, but I had to confirm that sounded like a little bit of a superstitious thing. Nate and I got a chance to
yeah.
talk to Coach last year when he was with the Bulldogs, and I
Mhm.
didn't necessarily get that feeling, but I know that everybody in sports has a little bit of that. So very
Yeah,
interesting. Are you a pork
yeah.
chops guy? I know you're Illinois Midwest based. You got to enjoy that at some
Uh,
level.
I just kind of mix it up. Yeah, the pork chops are definitely my favorite over the chicken, but yeah, just kind of mix it up.
So you play Nebraska, you beat Nebraska. I mean, what is that feeling like? Or is it strictly home? We got one more game until the Final Four.
That one meant a little more beating
Mhm.
Nebraska, and I think we were just still riding off the last game. We're like, wow, now we're in the Elite Eight. Uh, but we knew it was going to be a tough game no matter who we played. Playing Houston in Houston
Mhm.
or playing Illinois like we did, who we haven't beaten 5, 6 tries. So we got to get them next year. But yeah, it was more that one was more get right to business.
Just you got to try and beat one of the 10 Ikoviches there. And
Yeah,
just one
yeah,
of the toughest mismatches in the country. I mean, it doesn't matter who's playing Illinois, right?
right.
They're all 7 foot, and every single one of them can space the floor and shoot the ball on you. So
Yeah,
you guys
they
had
did
them
a
for
really good job.
right. You guys had them for a while. Eventually, it came down to their size and some shot making. But
Mhm.
nonetheless, I mean, it was as special as a moment as I've ever had in my life. I've had people who I'm still trying to figure out the numbers to the names of these contacts text me and like
Yeah,
congratulate, like, wow, what this is unreal. Like I'm hearing people I haven't talked to in years, and it's a little bit the same for you here because at the Sweet 16 Elite Eight game, we're seeing former players like Jordan Bohannon, Austin Ash, Nick Bear, a little bit of the older generation, Greg Bruner, your dad, McCausland, and Peterson. All these guys, that was such a special sight from a fan. I can only imagine some of the impact that had on you. Uh, who were some of the former players that reached out to you, and what were some of their messages?
just that they were proud of what we were able to do. J Bo, obviously, Al Snash, Nick Bear. I kind of stay in touch with a couple of those guys whenever they need tickets. They just kind of text me. But Weeze Camp also reached out, just congratulating us. Aaron White, uh, yeah, just kind of former guys that uh, I grew up watching, so it's kind of cool.
Oh, that's so cool. Um, Man, I want to go back a little bit to that Florida game because
Mhm.
Bennett doesn't have a huge day. He's not shooting it well
Mhm.
from three. Do you feel that pressure a little bit being an outside threat, or is that just something like no matter what, I'll be ready to shoot and help the
To
team?
be honest, I had no idea he was 0 for 9 until I looked at the box score at the end of the game. But yeah, I think I got hot down the end of the season and just felt confident going into that game. I like the arena. I like the balls, even though some people say they're a little overinflated. But yeah, just kind of they find me in the right spots, and it's pretty easy to shoot when it's just a catch and shoot three.
Yeah, if that ball doesn't ever hit the rim, it's not a problem, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We had you and Bateman for Iowa State as some of the players to watch in the tournament because you both came on very strong at the end of the season, and it was so much fun watching you catch fire at the right times. And obviously,
Mhm.
what was the reaction when Fulgaris hits that three to put you guys up, or is it kind of like celebrate early, or is it like we got to finish this thing off? We got a couple seconds left, and they're going to go back and put time on.
I think if you watch the video, my immediate reaction is, "Oh crap, I got to get back on defense."
Yeah,
Yeah, I just immediately started running back, but then they called a timeout. I'm like, All right, don't celebrate yet. I've seen this happen way too often. We got to get this stopped.
Have
I,
it,
I think they were stunned. You go,
Yeah.
Nate.
have any Florida fans reached out to you?
I get some DMs here, and I'll check my phone. I'll look at them, but usually no
Yeah,
response.
we
It's kind of funny.
we got your back, brother. I love it.
Yeah,
I love the
yeah,
energy you showed them. Yeah, right. What do you get? You're the defending national champs playing in your home state, right?
yeah.
They go to the Sweet 16. You lose.
I probably don't do any of that, but the bus ride there, we drove by their hotel that they were staying at, so they had a bunch of people outside
Oh shit.
and like two Florida bars, and we were just getting gator chomped and flipped off,
Oh
and I
yeah.
was like, okay, yeah, it's gonna be fun.
So the Gator Chomp was in the making from the beginning of the day onto the arena to beating them.
Yeah, I knew I knew something good was gonna happen.
As mentioned, we had a chance to talk to Coach Mack last year. We pass on DeVries, and
Mhm.
we get Coach McCollum. And in that moment, Nate says, "We got our guy." And I believed. I'd seen plenty of the Bulldogs style. I'd seen a little bit of his tape at Northwest. And what was it like playing for him? And did this season exceed even your expectations?
Yeah, he's a phenomenal coach, awesome person to play for, and yeah, I'd say it did exceed my expectations. I didn't really know what to expect coming back playing for Coach McCollum, but I watched a little bit of film, not much, but it was definitely a good decision to come back.
Absolutely. Is there a little bit of pressure because of the history of Iowa basketball having that drought in the Sweet 16 even longer for the Elite Eight?
I'd say there's maybe a little just to kind of not like it just be a one-time thing to keep up the standard. But I believe we're going to have the personnel, we're going to have the talent coming back and the portal to keep it going.
Sure.
So we can officially declare on this podcast that Cooper Koch is coming back for next year.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm coming back.
We have to ask these days. It's outrageous.
I know.
The guy year over year, it's you barely recognize the teams. That was one of
Yeah.
our last questions for sure. Is Cooper Koch involved in the future of hockey basketball? And if that's the case, what can we expect year over year?
Just keep improving every facet of the game. My off the bounce, coming off ball screens, stuff like that. And then obviously my defense. I saw a big jump last year, but it's gotta get even better with guarding quicker guys.
Dude, you had to bang against some big bodies this year, like Joshua Jefferson and all that.
Mhm.
I really kudos to you and doing your best to hold your ground. You did a phenomenal job. But this last question or point will lead us perfect into our rapid fire here. NIL, what's your opinion on it and the transfer portal and all that? And do you have any recommendations?
I think NIL is a good thing. I think there should be a little bit of a limit because what you think you should make at one school is not what another school is going to pay you just based off their budget or the salary cap, you could call it. But yeah, I think I like what they're going to do the 5 year, uh, five seasons, no matter what, one redshirt in there, one undergraduate transfer. I think that's all going to be very helpful to just kind of calm things down a little.
Right, because no, I definitely agree with like the trend. See, I know no one has any issues with the NIL part, like the money receiving,
Right.
at least from our fans. I'm sure some people do, but it was like the
Yeah.
problem. I want to get attached, as a college fan, I want to get attached to my
Mhm.
players who are here, grow with them for the 4 seasons instead of having guys here, there, upside down,
Yeah.
left, right. So I'm glad to see. I think it's starting to move finally in the right direction.
Yeah, I think it is.
All right, your favorite arena and your toughest arena you played in the season.
Toughest arena is going to be Purdue. Favorite arena is going to be. I like playing at Nebraska.
What
Savage.
makes Purdue so tough? There's the obvious things, right? But like from a player
Yeah.
perspective, do you have any insight there? Because Mackey is just widely regarded as a tough place to play.
It's just the fans are right on top of you. They're yelling all game. They don't stop from the opening tip, even before that. So just having them, and then you can't let them get any glimmer of hope, any little run, because they'll just run with it
I swear to God, we play at Purdue every single year.
every year.
It's
Every year.
It's unbelievable. And then, of course,
Yeah.
we kick off our first game at Michigan State. Just throw us
Yeah.
into the freaking Lions. All right, tell us something about you that nobody knows.
I can play the piano a little. Took piano lessons for about a year and a half.
A little Beethoven.
I don't know about that, but if you give me like a little sheet, I could probably play it.
Okay, that's impressive.
Yeah.
What other colleges were in contention before you committed to Iowa?
Out of high school or in the portal?
You know what? If you're willing to share that, I would love to hear that. And
Yeah.
kind of more about what the portal looks like even during the season. I know that there's probably some stuff under the table even, but
Yeah.
before, like in the high school recruiting process, more so.
Pretty much just basically the Big Ten. Indiana, Illinois, Purdue, uh, Wisconsin, uh, Notre Dame, just kind of people around the area.
You're in the Quad Cities
And
area.
then,
Did you grow up a Hawkeye fan?
of course, I mean, especially having my dad play for the Hawkeyes,
Yeah, for
definitely.
sure. You have
I
to
mean,
be.
he's
Yeah.
always rooting for him. Yeah. And then when I was in the portal, I actually took a visit to Bradley and DePaul because we had like connections to the Bradley coach being from Peoria and then people in DePaul. So it was kind of cool seeing different places, seeing different styles of play, different just like meeting new people. And if I didn't like Coach McCollum and what he was going to do with the program, I could be a DePaul basketball player.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Speaking of Coach McCollum, do you have any good stories or behind the scenes stories from Coach McCollum this year, whether it was in the regular season or the NCAA tournament?
I don't know. I always get asked this and I never can think of anything off the top of my head.
He's such a serious dude. Like he's serious, but
Yeah.
he's cocky, but teeters the line of cocky, confident. Like we had him last year on the podcast, and I thought I was doing a podcast with the freaking Godfather of New York. I was waiting for the way he was just staring. Remember that, Bryce?
Oh yeah.
The way he's just staring. I think if I said one wrong thing, I was gonna have.
He commands a room for sure. There was no part of that where I almost felt like we were getting interviewed by him, which was a fun little power shift dynamic for sure.
Not surprised.
My favorite part is the Florida game. Obviously, just his where they say they're all getting sensitive over there. I mean, it's one thing to say. You see a lot of coaches might say that in like a post game conference after collecting the thoughts. This guy had
Mid-game.
balls mid game
Yeah.
in the most heated part of the game to say that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I thought he was going to
didn't-
fight with you. I thought he was going to get out there and
ready.
fight with Fulgaris. Like truly, I thought
Yeah.
Alvaro was going to get his wingman and it was going to be our coach.
He 100% would. If he had to, he 100% would.
So amazing. Does that?
Yeah.
Do you think that helps recruiting? Like we were thinking, like what better way to increase recruiting by just advancing in a tournament? Everything that you guys accomplished this year, obviously, but seeing that fire, does that make you not necessarily play harder, but love your coach even more?
Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't want to play for a coach that would literally go to war for you? I mean, he's just a great personal guy off the court, and then on the court, X's and O's, defensive schemes. Just, I think he's going to be one of the best coaches.
Last question on McCollum, because this is the Cooper Koch interview. Were you surprised that he turned down the UNC interview?
Not really. I know Iowa's the place he wants to be. He always talks about how it's not about the money, it's about winning. He wants to win. And I think going to the Elite Eight wasn't good enough for him, and he wants to win a national championship.
Yeah, I feel like there's always he says in some of those podcasts or interviews, like, what was it like when you're first Division II national champion? And he's like, well, honestly, it was cool for like a minute, and also his mind started to flip into next year. It just built different. And you see videos of me, Cooper, on social media. I'm yelling outside, screaming to my neighbors after we win a game, probably driving the entire neighborhood crazy. And that's why I'm not currently at the helm of the Iowa men's basketball.
Yeah.
One of the many reasons that we're not in charge.
I'm trying to find reasons every year, and I find more than enough. All right, we're here through the little grapevine here, Coop, that you're a golfer. What's the handicap?
See, I didn't know this.
I haven't touched a golf club since October last year, but the handicap was like right around a 4.5, something like that.
Solid. So, a couple of questions leading off that here. Your life's on the line. You got to choose one of your teammates from this year's roster on a par 3. He's got one shot. He's got to get it on the green. Who do you trust?
There's only a select few of golfers: Peyton, Tate, Jacob a little, Joey a little, but I think Peyton. He,
Okay.
yeah,
Coach.
he's going to hit that green.
Would you trust Coach to hit that green?
No, not at all.
You're screwed. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Who's the worst golfer on the team?
Al was not very good. Tavion was not very good when we went to Topgolf. It's between them.
Picturing Tavion swinging a club is a funny thought. Anybody that's tall, like watching King James now get really into golf, it doesn't look right with your length and your frame.
LeBron.
Yeah, no, Al is, it's like an axe. He's just swinging straight down on it.
He doesn't have the body built for the club or the irons.
No.
Sure. But all right. So what's your favorite golf course in the Iowa City area?
It was Pinkbine, but Riverside's pretty cool too.
Mm-hmm. We played Riverside last year when it was like 105 degrees. I got absolutely torched. That was terrible.
Yeah.
I'm a Brown Deer guy.
I do like Brown Deer too.
Makes a little bit more. It's not as long. Makes me feel a little bit better about my game.
I think Brown Deer and Finkpine are both closed this year. There's some construction.
I know Finkpine is for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Finkpine 100% is.
Okay.
Well, when we're in Riverside, we're gonna hit you up and we're gonna play some golf together.
Let's do it.
There's a big off season before that. We kind of touched on it some. What can we expect from your game this next year? And then what does that look like in the off season? How do you prep? What are some of the workouts you're doing? You mentioned having to play against bigger, faster players.
Mm-hmm.
What does that all entail?
I think it's going to be being on the ball a little bit more. I know Tate will definitely do that more. Kale will definitely do that more. The guard that we bring in will, because we obviously don't have Bennett to dribble the ball, create for all of us and himself. So we all got to chip in a little bit here and there. Being able to drive, get down into the lane, shot fake, kick out, just create space for everybody. And then just defense. Hopefully 2 through 5s. Right now, I think I'm more of a 3 through 4. So being able to guard all those positions.
Yeah, more versatility. I had so much fun watching your game progress. Obviously, it came on so strong. Really excited to see what that looks like.
All right,
yeah, it's going to be fun.
A lot of fun recapping this season there and looking forward to the next season. But it's time for the important part of the episode today. We're going to be drafting our top 4 restaurants in the Iowa City area. You know, that includes Coralville, North Liberty, all of the above. The rules are, if it's used, it's done. It's off the list. Coop,
got it.
As today's honorary guest, go ahead and lead us off.
I'm going to start us off with Pullman from downtown Iowa City.
Pullman's?
Pullman's.
Classic.
Yep.
Classic.
Is that off your board, Nate?
Yes. Yep.
Damn.
I got a lot on the board.
All right, you go ahead.
Give me Wig and Pen. Give me Wig and Pen. They have a great spicy pasta that I can't get enough of.
Yeah, that's a great choice. I got to cross that one off, sadly. I'm going to go St. Birch Tavern. Give me a little St. Birch action.
That's in a ped mall, isn't it?
It is.
Okay. All right. Bryce, go ahead back.
I'll circle back with a late night favorite coming off of some Summit nights, some Spoko, Estella's Burritos.
That was definitely on my list.
A little curveball at you.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that one. That's a whole nother.
That's a different food category.
You're talking post Summit. That's a whole nother draft segment right there. All right. Give me Big Grove. One of the elite, when it's nice weather areas, that's just to chill on a patio.
I like the walk up that you can do the walk up food too, and in the Iowa City location. All right, Big Grove's good.
All right, you guys probably call it Pagliai's or Pollyai's. I call it Pagliai's.
Pagliai's.
So I'm gonna go with Pagliai's.
Pizza.
And then
I like Little Pollyi.
When my dad and my family would always come up for a basketball game when I was young, we'd stop there and get like 5 frozen pizzas to just have in the freezer for whenever. So
Smart.
I've made my fair share. Then I'm going to go get Encounter Cafe.
Encounter?
Where in the world is that at?
It is, what's that street? You get to if you're coming down from Carver, cross the river, go up, it's like on the right. It's on the same street as Noodles, Utopia, Canes.
Yeah, it's almost Coralville, isn't it? No?
No, it's downtown.
Downtown?
Yeah, Encounter
Alright,
Cafe. You guys got to go there.
That one I'm just writing down because I want to go there now.
Breakfast spot.
Okay.
So you came back for your 2. So you have 3 off the list. Give me 30 Hop. I love 30 Hop in Coralville. This is a great location. You're on the outskirts a little bit. It's easy access to the highway. They have a rooftop. You can sit outside and below. The Extreme Arena's right there. Premier location. Great vibes.
That's a good choice. Good choice. I'm going to go Formosa. If you're a sushi guy, Formosa's kind of fun.
I'm not. Are you sushi guy, Coop?
Yeah, I am. I do like Formosa.
Another Pedmal one, too. I'm very Pedmal focused. A little Coralville here and there. Got a dark horse, North Liberty, that I'm going to go with. I'm going to go take Tin Roost.
Yep. North Liberty. Okay, so you're 4 off the board, right, Rice?
Yep.
Give me the Vine, baby. That's if there's a game in Iowa City, you can bet your bottom dollar I'll be at the Vine.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love a little Vine wing.
They need more locations like that kind of around Carver. You got the Wig and Pen and the Vine. I think that would create for a better game day atmosphere. We're going to start our own bar here. Nasty Nate's Bar and Grill, Coralville, Iowa. Come there for pregame drinks. Mark it.
I'll be there.
Cooper from 3, airball. He got wasted at Nate's.
I'm going to finish it off with Basta.
Basta. Yep, I had that one too.
I mean, is that downtown too?
Yep.
Ped.
I went solely downtown.
Yeah, you guys
Except
downtown. I took care of Coralville. That's for sure. Okay. All right. There you go. That's all right. That's everyone. Okay. 4 down. All right, Coop. Hey, we appreciate for hopping on, brother. It was a lot of fun watching you guys.
Yeah.
That's as much fun as I've in my 30 years of life of being a fan. First year season ticket holder. I'll be back. Don't you worry. You'll see me wearing that freaking tie again. I don't care how many people laugh at me. There's Coach McComb's tie right there. Sign. I'll be there. So looking forward to the next season already. We're going to renew our season tickets here real soon. We'll be there, brother.
Appreciate you guys having me. A lot of fun.
Take care, Coop.
All right. Yep.